Okay, so polynomials. This is the first lesson in Unit 6. Okay, polynomials, I'm going to start with what are not polynomials. This is not a polynomial. This is also not a polynomial. So, an expression is not a polynomial if it has a variable in the bottom of a fraction or it has a variable with a negative exponent. Every other kind of expression is a polynomial. The number 5 is a polynomial because it doesn't have a variable in the denominator or a variable with a negative exponent. The expression 3x over 4 plus 2y squared is a polynomial. This variable x is not in the bottom of the fraction, and this exponent here is not negative. So unless it has a variable in the bottom of a fraction or a negative exponent, it is a polynomial. So looking at example 1, determine whether each expression is a polynomial. If yes, name it. If no, explain why not. Okay, so first we'll just go yes or no. Since for part A, x, it's not in the bottom of a fraction and it doesn't have a negative exponent, it is a polynomial. This second one here, none of the variables are in the bottom of a fraction and none of the variables have negative exponents, so this expression is also a polynomial. This one here, all of those variables have positive exponents and none of them are in the bottom of a fraction, so yes, it is. D, since this term has a variable with a negative exponent, that makes the whole expression not a polynomial. And for E, since this last term here has a variable in the bottom of a fraction, it makes the whole entire expression not a polynomial. This one's not because of the negative exponent. And this one not because y is in the denominator. Okay, so let's talk about some vocabulary here. When we talk about the degree of a polynomial, it is the highest variable exponent value. And that's calculated by each term, or calculated by term. A term is a number, a variable, or a product of numbers and variables. For example, the number 5 could be a term, 5x could be a term, xy could be a term, negative 5xy cubed could be a term. They're separated by addition and subtraction. Standard form is written in order of highest exponent to lowest exponent. left to right. And we're talking about variable exponents. The leading coefficient is the coefficient at the front of a polynomial in standard form. So you got to put it in standard form first. Okay. So let's name some polynomials. The first name is given by the degree. If the degree is 0, remember the degree is the highest variable exponent. If the degree is 0, then it is a constant, like the number 10. If the degree, the highest exponent is 1, it's linear, like if we had 5x plus, or just 5x, we'll say. If the degree is 2, it's quadratic, like 5x squared. If the degree is 3, it's cubic, 5x cubed. And even though there are some names for 4th degree and higher, we're just going to call, if it's the degree is 4 or more, we'll say 4th degree, 5th degree, like that. So 5x to the 4th would be 4th degree. The last name is based on the number of terms. If there's one term, it's a monomial. So like 5x to the 4th is a monomial. That is a 4th degree monomial. If there are 2 terms, it's a binomial. (5x to the 4th minus 2x cubed) is a 4th degree binomial. 3 terms is a trinomial. So 5x to the 4th minus 2x cubed plus 6x is a 4th degree trinomial. And then 4 or more terms, we'll just call it a polynomial. So 5x to the 4th minus 2x cubed plus 6x minus 1 is a 4th degree polynomial. So let's go back to example 1. If yes, name it. So number 1, the degree is 1, and there's only one term, so it is a linear monomial. The second one, I can put these two together and make one term, plus 2y. The degree is 2, the highest exponent is 2, so this is a quadratic trinomial because I combined those 2 middle ones into a single one. And then this third one is tricky because this first term, its degree is 2, and this first term, its degree is 2. So the degree is 2, so it's a quadratic binomial. Okay. Simplifying involves distributing and combining like terms. Remember, like terms have the same exponent, but I want your answers in standard form. Okay. All right, so example number 2 says write each polynomial in standard form and identify the leading coefficient. Okay, so the highest exponent is 5, so my first term is 4x to the 5th. My next highest degree is 2, so plus 3x squared, then minus 7x. Once it is in standard form, the leading coefficient is the coefficient in the front of the polynomial. So the leading coefficient is 4. B, 4 is my highest exponent, so my leading term, or my first term, is going to be negative 2y to the 4th. Then minus 6y cubed. Then plus 5y. Then minus 9, which means this time my leading coefficient is negative 2, the number out front. Okay, simplifying means combining like terms, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in order as I combine. Highest degree is 2. 5x squared minus 3x squared is 2x squared. Negative 3x and positive 6x is positive 3x. 4 minus 3 is 1, and it's already in standard form because I did it that way. B, my highest exponent is 4. I'm going to put my understood 1 in front of that y to the 4th. I'm going to start off there. Y to the 4th minus 2y to the 4th is negative 1, y to the 4th. Then my next highest is that plus 2y cubed. Then I have negative 3y and positive 2y, which is negative 1y. And then 7 and negative 11 is negative 4. C, they're being subtracted, so I'm going to take care of that by changing the subtraction to addition and the sign of everything inside the parentheses. Now I'm going to combine like terms. 4x cubed and 2x cubed is 6x cubed. Negative 3x squared and negative 1x squared is negative 4x squared. 6x, there's nothing to combine it with, so I'm just going to bring 6x down. And negative 4 and positive 2 make negative 2. Okay. Since it's subtraction, I'm going to change it to addition and the sign of everything inside that second parentheses. Highest exponent is 3, so I'm going to lead off with y cubed. 5y squared, there's nothing to combine it with, so plus 5y squared. 8y minus 12y is negative 4y. And negative 10 and negative 7 is negative 17. Now remember, you can always pause, back up, anything you need to for this video. Thank you.